guys, time for my July month recap. Just like a day late. Hope you guys don't mind. I've been kind of busy and up to a lot of fun stuff. I can't wait to tell you. My tarot card of the month was the High Priestess, which is like being and intuition, mystery, going within. I don't know how accurate it was, but usually the tarot cards are pretty accurate, so I guess I'll just accept it. But starting out my recap with Canada Day, July 1st, I went to my friend's cottage at a lake and that was really fun just to kind of hang out and get to kind of go swimming. We were in like these little floaty tube things and like we were playing some like outside games and stuff, just like a good sort of hangout time. And I actually she gave me a bunch of different pepper plants, so hang with me, I'll go through the whole list of them, like 15 different types, like it's crazy. So I got 1 cayenne, 2 Inca red drop, 1 paprika, 2 AJI Nortino, 2 AJI Panka, 1 kimchi, 3 shishito, 1 Count Dracula, 1 Buena Malata, 1 Marconi Rosso, 1 Yagul chili, 3 lipstick peppers, 2 dragon's toe, 1 guajillo chili, and 4 Hungarian yellow. So I got a whole crap ton of peppers, which is super exciting. Like, she gave them to me for free, so that's like amazing. I would have been silly to say no to that. So it's been really fun. I'm not usually into like spicy stuff like that, but because I'm growing them in my garden, I'm kind of challenging myself to try each one at least once. So I've already burned my mouth a little bit, but it's worth it because it's a lot of fun to grow the stuff, and if I'm growing it, I might as well eat it. I'll have to probably outsource people to give them away too, because I've been starting to harvest more and more as the season goes on. It's really exciting. I've been really enjoying gardening. It's mine and my dad's hobby, so we've got a pretty decent garden going in the backyard. Our corn is starting to cob, and we've gotten lots of raspberries and blueberries this year. And I ate this like massive mango, and the pit was already like totally sprouted inside of it, which I thought was really cool. So now we're kind of challenging ourselves to see if we can grow a mango tree, I guess. I don't know how successful that'll be in Canada, but you know, worth a shot. It was already sprouted, so it's like half the work is already done, I guess. Just see if it can take. I don't know. I've been really loving spending time outside in the warm weather. I've been like taking naps outside and doing yoga outside, and you know, at nighttime I love having like a little fire in the yard, and I've even been walking the dog a whole bunch and playing with her outside and all that. So it's not just me benefiting from my love of the outdoors right now. I did go to the beach one day with my parents, but it was like really overcast and sort of rainy, so we weren't there for too long, but I did collect a whole bunch of like cool rocks. I don't know, I love collecting shells and rocks and sea glass and all of that fun stuff. It's really fun to like, it's like treasure hunting on the beach, I don't know. And then we also went out for lunch that day, so that was really nice. And speaking of just like the weather in general, it has been like pretty rainy for a couple of days here, just because with the extreme heat and humidity then comes the rain. So I actually got totally caught in like a massive torrential downpour thunderstorm at one point. I was taking the bus and I ended up completely soaked, like my Birkenstocks were slipping and sliding off my feet and everything. But it was one of those things where it was just like I had to laugh. Like there was no point in even being upset about being caught in the rain because I was completely soaked to the bone. It was like just pure acceptance. So that was kind of funny. I catered a barbecue with my friend last month, and then we did an even bigger barbecue this month, so that was really fun. It was really nice weather that day, very sunny. Got a little bit of an extra tan. Thankfully I'm not burned this month though. And then that was really fun actually, because we went to someone's house afterwards for like a little wind down sort of party. Got like pizza and food and whatever, hung out by their pool. So it was a long hot day, I wouldn't say it was a difficult day because I enjoy doing the catering stuff, and then it was really nice to kind of spend some quality time afterwards. And then I got invited to a birthday dinner. It was my friend's sister, who I am kind of friends with, but I wasn't expecting to tag along or anything, so I was excited to be invited, and that was for all you can eat sushi, and oh my god, I ate all I could eat. Like, I stuffed myself. I ate like at least 3 rolls of sushi. I had 2 rounds of desserts. I had soup. I had little like hand sushi thingies. Like, I like ate so much, and it was just a really great time. I definitely got my money's worth from all you can eat sushi, and I would definitely do it again. Not anytime soon, because I swear I'm still full, but it was really great to get to be a part of that. And another one of my friends actually got married. She had like a little courthouse wedding. It was really cute. I was really honored to be invited and get to go along for that little celebration of love. I think it's just so beautiful, and I love love, I love weddings and all that sort of stuff. And then afterwards we went back to hers and his house for just like a little after party, had some really delicious Indian food, and it was just a really great time overall. I was just really happy to be a part of it and to help celebrate my friend and her now husband, which is super exciting. Me and 2 friends, it was supposed to be 3, but unfortunately the other one couldn't come, so me and 2 friends ended up going to a Y2K themed dance party, and I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like sketchy, sort of like ghetto, like weird situation. It ended up being pretty cool, and I was really happy to just spend a night with the girls dancing and having fun. We even like ordered pizza to the place, and it was just an overall good time. But it was kind of silly because none of us drive, and the party was like an hour and a half away. Like, none of us thought that through, so we had to pay for an Uber to get there and back, which was a little bit pricey, but we all split it and it was fine. You know, I think we all decided it was worth it because we really wanted to go and just dance and have fun. So even though it was far away, we were like, you know what, when's the next time we're really gonna do something like this? Like, we already bought the tickets and stuff, so we were like, just do it, you know? And then it ended up being a really good night, so I'm glad we did. I have been practicing driving because I do want to get my license, but I swear somehow I've gotten worse. Like, when I first started practicing, I was like pretty good, and I'm still not like terrible, but it was really, really embarrassing. I was pulling out of the driveway and I just kept backing up all the way into the curb on the other side of the street. I don't know what happened. That was a really embarrassing mistake to make. Thankfully there's no damages to the car, but yeah, I definitely have to keep practicing a little bit, but hopefully I'll get that license sooner rather than later. I just really want to keep working on my confidence and making sure that I'm being the best that I can be, really. I did get SmartServe certified, which is kind of exciting. I've been debating on doing that for a while now, and for one of the future catering gigs I have coming up, they asked me to get my SmartServe, so I'm happy I finally had an excuse to do that, and it feels really good that I passed that, and now I've got that certification. It always just feels good to have more certifications, I guess, stacked up, you know. It makes me feel more capable and more accomplished, so I'm happy to finally have that done. But personally, I still haven't been like drinking or smoking, no self-harm, no masturbating, none of it. I'm sticking to my good habits and I feel really good. You know, it was not easy to break those cycles, but it has definitely been worth it. I'm really starting to feel better, I think, and I really want to keep up all those good habits that I've been making with exercise and, you know, just taking care of myself a whole lot better instead of kind of doing the opposite. So yeah, I keep like a daily habits tracker in my phone for like keeping track of my good habits, and it always feels nice to be checking those off at the end of the day. And like, I do my daily Bible study stuff and I do my daily Duolingo, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's a little silly, but it feels good. It feels a lot better than doom scrolling and, you know, engaging in behaviors that aren't healthy or are harming myself. So I'm feeling good about it, I guess. I have started to do therapy just every 2 weeks now instead of every single week, which my wallet is definitely thankful for. You know, that gets kind of pricey going so regularly. But I was willing to pay the price, you know, for my own well-being. But it's nice now that I feel comfortable just going every second week, and eventually I'll keep kind of working it down. But for now, that's where I'm at, I guess, and it's still been really helping me a lot. I have been like super tired and super hungry. I'm pretty sure because of my medication. I'm on Lexapro, but I did have my follow-up appointment with my doctor, and she said to keep it up because it really seems like it is working for the most part. So being tired and hungry, those are really not bad side effects. I just have to kind of learn how to manage it a little bit, but you know, definitely worth it in my opinion and in my doctor's opinion, so that feels nice. I'm glad I didn't really have to like play around with trying out a bunch of different medications, and that this one is working pretty well for me. You know, like I still feel sad and I still feel negative things. It's not like I'm a robot, which is kind of exactly where you wanna be, just improved from where I was at before, but not like completely just like blank, you know? So I still have ups and downs, but a lot more manageable now than it was before. I don't know if you guys are into like watching movies and stuff. If you are, I am. You could follow me on Letterboxd, just if you're curious about the kind of stuff I'm into and seeing like how I rate movies and whatever. It's just at Banaqwa, you know. I'll put a link in the description or whatever, just if anyone's curious. But I watched some pretty great movies this month. I watched Leave No Trace, I watched Wild, I watched Paris, Texas, and I watched The Menu. And I was pretty impressed with all of those. I love having like a good movie month, like, because sometimes they can really be hit or miss, so it's nice when it's like a whole bunch of really good movies in a row. And I hadn't seen any of those before, so to watch a new movie that you like, it's a good feeling, you know? So check out my Letterboxd profile if anyone wants to see my movie taste and what I'm watching recently and whatever. When it comes to my online career type of stuff, I've still been dealing with some of my payout issues with some of my platforms, but slowly but surely I am figuring it out, which feels good. You know, it sucks to have the payout issues in the first place, but finally getting things sorted out and receiving some of my paychecks again has been nice. I got a new bank account, which means that I got a new PayPal account. Finally, you know, I got like banned from PayPal for a while, so I finally have that sorted out again. Feels good. Can finally start receiving some money again. You know, like my whole online career, you kind of need to make money somehow, but they don't make it easy, that's for sure. I'm really hoping to start uploading content more regularly again. It's hard because, you know, I go through these like waves of being super busy and then not busy and then super busy then not busy. So it's hard to have a consistent sort of schedule with the online stuff, but I do want to be more consistent. I do want to upload more. I have a really fun sort of thrift haul video, try-on video that I plan on uploading, and some other fun content that you guys will have to just wait and see. I was pretty busy with my princess job. I had some really fun gigs. I did a birthday party as Elsa, and that was just really cute. It had been rescheduled and everything, and I was really worried about, you know, making it a nice celebration, and it was really sweet. The parents were all happy, the kids were all singing along with me and everything. It was really cute. I had a birthday as Cinderella, and I got to show the new hire the ropes a little bit. It was her first shift, so that was kind of exciting that I'm not the new girl anymore, and I got to kind of show someone what the job's all about. It was really nice. It went really well. I made a Rapunzel appearance at like a gymnastics club, and that was pretty crazy. There was a lot of kids there and they all had so much energy, and they were a little older than the groups that I'm used to, so I was a bit intimidated, but it was super fun. And I got to be Princess Anna with Elsa and Spider-Man for like a fun little event. There was a ton of families there and there was tons of activities. Like they had like a petting zoo, they had a bouncy castle, they had tattoo stations, they had like so much fun little stuff going on for the kids. So that was an honor to get to do that, and you know, I just really love doing that little princess job. It feels like such a special thing to get to be a part of. And I wish I could just keep talking and talking and talking about every little thing in my life, but you know, I'm gonna wrap this video up now. I always just want to share so much stuff with you guys, and I get so excited about some of the craziest, like littlest stuff, and it's like I want to share it, but do I need to share it? I don't know. The video could go on for hours probably, but yeah, I had a pretty good month. Let me know how your month was in the comments, and let's see what August has in store for me now. Thanks for watching. Bye.